First and foremost, I
Hmm.
want to thank you for coming on the platform. It's definitely an honor. I really appreciate
Not a problem.
you.
Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate that. I'm in a
Uh,
new place and a new space, so it's been a little different, and I'm trying to still get acclimated. But as I've been here, just trying to figure out like what's the best place so I can have these meetings. And I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much.
oh yeah, likewise. I'm in Africa right now. I'm in Uganda, so sometimes we have some technical difficulties. So I truly understand what you're saying.
Really, what took you over
Yeah.
there? Have you been there for the entirety of the time, or?
Man, I love traveling. I've been to like 70 countries. I've been to 20 African countries, so I'm really trying to find a place to live over here. So I'm just going to different African countries to see which one I like the best, for the most part.
Oh wow, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's dope. It's surprising to see a lot of beautiful people, culture, trying new foods, making new friends, and listening to new music and seeing different movies and stuff is real cool. Exciting. Okay, now I
Yeah,
want
I
to.
was wondering. I
Oh,
was
go
like, is
ahead.
this a musical podcast?
Well,
I
it's
was
a
like,
lot
no,
of
I was
yeah,
wondering, like, is this a musical podcast?
yeah. I have a lot of artists on here. I love hip hop, but I have jazz musicians on here. R&B, blues singers. Film directors. A couple actors that came through, comedians. So I try to get a little bit of everybody.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Let me see. I ain't gonna
So
hold you
yeah,
up.
I have about
Uh-huh.
3 dogs that
Oh,
are
that's cool.
here. So every once in okay, because they might bark, they might hear people
Right.
outside or the other dogs. So okay.
It's all good. There's a dog over here, a little security dog. I'm in Kampala. Now, I wanted to ask you, I was checking out your profile and they were saying about your family and your ancestry. That was real interesting. Could you talk about that a little bit if it's okay?
I'm not sure what post you're exactly speaking about as far as ancestry is concerned,
I think it was
but I
saying,
do know that
oh,
I
okay.
have. No, go ahead.
Right,
Remind
I
me.
didn't want to spoil it, but it was more talking about your parents and your grandparents. I think maybe some of your family come from Jamaica, and you got some native, you got some European, you know.
Oh, that's not a post. That was my IMDb. On my IMDb, there's a bio, and a lot of people are always asking me like, where am I from? Am I from the States, or do I have any family that's from overseas? Because they say every time they meet with me or speak with me, I have a different accent. Some of my associates have become my associates through the films that I've done, reaching out because they've enjoyed the films or the TV shows, I should say. And for two of them, I have heavy accents. So I just speak very openly about my ancestry or my lineage because people are always wondering how do I get so good at accents or if any of the accents are true to my whereabouts from my family and my roots. And in the Deuce, I did a country accent, but I think in 72 hours, I did a Brooklyn, like kind of like Spanish accent. And so people, they just question it. They wonder what's real, what's fake. And so just to break it down, I I let people know. So my father is Jamaican. He's a Jamaican man, and he was born there. And his mother is a Jamaican woman. That entire family, they're Spaniard. So she actually ended up getting kicked out from her family because of the gentleman that she fell in love with, which was my grandfather, who was a Jamaican man. So that's how she made her way from one place to another place. And at least that's what she told me. We can only go based off of her memory, her perspective. And it's a beautiful story, but it's a story of strength and courage and love.
That's dope. I mean, you got a lot of ancestors to pull from, like you say, when you're doing them different accents, and that gives you range. You're not getting boxed into one style. Like you say, you're just a black girl, you could do, multiple, roles. I think that's real dope. That's very, very interesting.
I feel like I lucked up with the Deuce because it it allowed people to see that I can do other accents. But I honestly got that role because of my accent being so good and my family having history in the South. So my mother is from New York City. She was living out in Queens, but she has most of her family that has lived and maintained in the down south area. And so that's North Carolina, that's Savannah, Georgia, um, that's Atlanta. And so that's why the accent so good. And I just feel blessed that people at least got to see me do that. I'm hoping to land more work where I get to utilize all the other accents. I have family who live out in the UK, so I can't wait to really try my British accents. And I'm just constantly perfecting them because I really do want to break the molds and break out of the box. Unfortunately, though, I do get typecast. I do get roles that maybe don't stereotype, but they still have a underlining perceived agenda of pushing a stereotype.